Okay.
All right, what's going on, everybody? We are back live for PC Gamer Show.
They each independently run their own studio. Let's welcome to the stage.
So let's
from
peep
Tripwire,
the scene.
John Gibson, and from Torn Banner, Steve Piggott.
Hey, Sean.
Now I understand. Both of you started as modders, working independently, running your own studios. Talk to me about the collaboration that you started together.
Yeah, Steve. So we've known the Torn Banner guys for a long time, even giving them some advice when they were modders, going commercial, helping them not make the mistakes that we made. And we've been friends, and we've always wanted to work together. And now we've sort of formed this independent, former mod team, professional super group to get an awesome game out to fans.
Yeah, and for us, this is a dream partnership as well. We've always been really close with Tripwire, and we really respect their games. We see them as one of the few studios that's bringing true innovation to the FPS genre, and that's what we're all about as well.
Well, let's take a look at this upcoming collaboration between Torn Banner and Tripwire.
So everyone who's watching right now, you might have missed, they just announced Vampire Bloodlines 2.
Oh, shit, for real?
Yeah, and Evil Genius says 2.
Okay, okay.
Oh. Ooh. Okay, this looks good. Oh. Shit. Oh. Yes, we are back. Checking out the PC at E3 right now.
Yep. Okay, okay.
Oh, talk to me about Chivalry 2, Steve.
Well, Chivalry 2
Chivalry
is about
2.
bringing players into their favorite medieval movie battle scenes. And our flagship game mode, Team Objective, does that by having players complete medieval objectives like sieging castles, raiding villages, and
yeah, you're not just going and standing in an area and then a bar fills up. You're, like you said, burning houses, killing peasants, you know.
yeah.
Playing as peasants, getting killed.
It's really about letting the player experience every iconic moment of the era. And on top of that, this time around, we've increased the player count scale to about 2.5 times what the previous game was.
Damn.
For players. And on top of that increased scale, we've added horses, which really allows us to add a lot of drama to the game and bring experiences like the Battle of the Bastards from Game of Thrones.
Don't worry, we'll ignore the last season. Just Battle of the Bastards is going to be in the game.
Yes.
All right, so I want to ask about the swordplay element.
I will show you the way.
I mean, I know it's a really critical element.
Yeah, and this time around, we've completely revamped. I mean, we really view what we're doing here as bringing a true sequel in every sense.
Yeah.
We've attempted to completely revamp the combat movement.
Oh, damn.
So that every swing, every action of the combat feels readable and fair, and also has the satisfaction and the weight that you would expect when two medieval knights in full armor are clashing.
Yeah, and it's very, very fluid and much more accessible than the previous game. And it's, you know, the pace is so much quicker. It was what I really enjoy when I'm playing it.
Yeah, and I wanted to ask about the fluidity, because in a lot of melee combat games, you hit a button and there's like a full animation swing and then you sort of reset. So it's kind of these discrete, chunky times. I understand that in Chivalry 2, the swordplay operates differently than that.
Yeah, we kind of think of it like when you're swimming, where you're kind of constantly using both arms at the same time. And a core part of our focus this time around has been making it so that players can fight multiple opponents at the same time.
Like 1-on-3, 1-on-4 situation?
Exactly, because that's fundamentally part of the becoming the ultimate warrior fantasy and achieving glory on the battlefield.
Well, I mean, I do have to ask, I'm talking about swordplay and mastery, but the original Chivalry, I mean, it's kind of like silly fun. Like, how do you balance the mastery with the fun element?
Yeah, our goal has always been to make it so that players can take the game as seriously as they want to, and also as silly as they want to. We know that probably about half our audience plays the game drunk, And we love that.
At least half.
Yeah.
That's an important metric to track.
And the game has a huge influence from Monty Python as well. I mean, in the over-the-top voiceovers and the role-playing opportunities. I mean, the game is genuinely hilarious. As an example, you can beat a man with a chicken while quoting Shakespeare.
Like picking up a chicken is a
Yeah,
weapon,
physically
that's a
clubbing
mechanic.
him.
Well, that's excellent. Well, I mean, I have to ask. When can people get their hands on Chivalry 2?
So Chivalry 2 is coming out early 2020, and it's coming first to the Epic Games Store.
Oh, look forward to checking it out in early 2020. Gentlemen,
Epic
John
Game
Gibson,
Store,
Steve
why,
Hagen
man?
With Chivalry 2. Thank you so much. We are just getting started here at the PC Gaming Show. Let's take a look at what's coming up next.
You're watching the PC Gaming Show. Coming up, build a world for wildlife in Planet Zoo. From the creators of Darksiders, Remnant from the Ashes.
Oh, they're gonna show Remnant.
Baldur's Gate 3. And more trailers, interviews, and gameplay footage.
Dude, I'm all about that Remnant.
Yeah.
I want to play Remnant. It's coming to PlayStation as well.
Is it?
Yep. This looks like a gotcha game. Look, it's Daddy. It's standing inside the water.
Man, whatever, dude.
Don't be salty. You know it's true.
I don't know what the fuck this is.
It's like Danny loves those gotcha games.
I do not.
You said yesterday you do.
I don't.
That was a brand new trailer for Mosaic. A dark
I like those gotcha games. They just like
coming
me.
later this year from developer Killbyte.
Literally never said that.
So how are you guys enjoying it?
You know what I'm saying? Like
swords, space stations, vampire puberty. We're listening to your reactions to the PC Gaming Show throughout the entire broadcast, no matter what platform you're watching and ranting on. So keep them coming. Our next game is a ghost-themed multiplayer hide-and-seek game inspired by a popular mod. Charge up your Proton packs and get ready for Midnight Ghost Hunt.
what?
They said proton packs. That means Ghostbuster.
When the night falls, there's only you and me.
Oh.
When the night falls, you can count on me. Darling, if you only knew, it'll make you feel brand new. So just tell me, where are you? I got a big surprise for you.
Oh. So you can be the ghost or...
I got a big surprise for you.
Okay. All right.
You signing up?
Am I signing up?
That's what I asked her. Are you signing up?
That's a no.
Joining me on the stage to talk about Midnight Ghost Hunt is the dynamic one-man team. Creative director, programmer, designer, it's Sam Malone!
Damn, he did it all?
Sam,
Damn.
please tell us what is going on in that. What is Midnight Ghost Hunt all about?
So Midnight Ghost Hunt is a multiplayer ghost hunting hide-and-seek game. You can play either as ghosts or ghost hunters, like a 4v4 format.
I see.
The ghosts can hide inside average everyday objects around the haunted house. The goal is to look like harmless furniture, but on the inside, they're not so harmless ghosts as you saw.
Yeah, and if I'm understanding correctly, it's not about hiding as a lamp to try to assault and take out a hunter. It's actually, you would do that so that way you can keep running away and continue to hide.
Exactly. So the main objective of the ghosts is to try to stay hidden as long as they can until the time runs out, until the clock strikes midnight. Midnight being kind of the hour of the ghosts, basically. They can fight back if they like, but in general, they want to try to hide. But if there's a hunter kind of off by himself, he can quickly just hit him in the back of the head and knock him out real quick, and he has less hunters to deal with at that point.
I see. Well, what's the identity of the hunters? I mean, when seeing furniture flying all over the place, what are the hunters doing?
So the hunters, it kind of can be divided into two different segments. The first part of the game is kind of almost like a detective game because they're sort of trying to figure out where the ghosts are hiding because it's not really obvious at first glance. So they've got gadgets like a footprint tracker, they've got like a radar like you saw, to try to narrow down where in the haunted house these ghosts are hiding, basically. As soon as the first ghost is found, though, it starts getting a bit more chaotic. There's ragdolls flying everywhere, and they have that cannon to really try to smash the ghosts into pieces. So those are kind of the two aspects of the ghosts.
I see. Well, talk to me a little bit about the inspiration for Midnight Ghost Hunt. I understand it's based on a Gary's mod called Prop Hunt.
So that's definitely a big inspiration, but the big twist for us is that the props fight back. You saw the furniture, they hurl themselves at you, they knock you out. Did
you hear that, Danny? You got a fan.
It almost becomes like this
I see.
sort of magic. A little bit afraid of
What's up?
things that you're hunting. So that changes up the dynamic a good amount.
And I want to ask about when the clock strikes midnight. We saw the very
Hey, Dave.
red color pop up.
Thanks for
We didn't
stopping
see
by.
What happens then? What's going on there?
So midnight, if even one ghost survives 4 minutes into the match, then you hear this ominous grandfather clock chime across the map. All the lights will actually flicker out. It'll get really dark and scary, and all of the ghosts that were destroyed actually return as vengeful spirits. They're a lot more powerful than before, and they glow a very brilliant red. So at this point, the tables have turned. The hunters are now the hunted, and they just need to try to work together to stay alive long enough for their evac to come, which is another 4 minutes or so. Usually the ghosts win when it gets to midnight.
Are you talking about like 90% of the time?
Like usually
that?
because the ghosts are so overpowered at midnight.
Right.
The hunters are doing whatever they can to try to prevent midnight from even occurring by destroying all of the ghosts and clearing
They're
them.
like, fuck midnight. Fuck
Awesome.
that shit.
When can people get the chance to try out?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Later in the summer, you can sign up.
That
at
might be kinda cool,
midnightghosthunt.com.
actually.
I'd also like to give a shout out to our Discord, discord.gg/midnightghosthunt.
GG.
Later in the summer, we'll be giving out keys on our Discord as well as on our main website.
Well, wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, Sam Malone from Vaulted Sky Games. For our next title, we got Frankie up in the balcony, and if I understand correctly, Frankie, this is a sequel.
You do understand correctly, Sean, yes. It's a
Okay.
big sequel to a small indie game. Unexplored 2 is a procedural adventure, a roguelite that challenges you to fight, to be clever, and to solve its mysteries. Explore a beautiful world, engage with its creatures, and befriend its people. Search for magic lakes and ancient statues until you die. And die again. This is Unexplored 2.
This is interesting.
okay.
Oh,
Oh, shit. So this is like a kind of like an RPG. Okay, it's beautiful. What's up, Lamont? Covering the PC Gamer Show. And then Ubisoft on Cool Cat Terry's, your favorite Cool Cat Terry's channel.
Unexplored.
Okay, that looks good.
One of the biggest bang for your buck that you can get when building a new rig is investing in a new monitor. And here to talk about a groundbreaking new display is Samsung's Dean Dalcero. Welcome, Dean. What you got for us?
Today we're here to announce the Samsung C27 RG5 Curve Gaming Monitor.
Well, let's take a look.
There you go, Danny.
Give me a 240 hertz TV. I'll take that. I was thinking about getting one too. The one I got right now is 120. I was thinking about getting that 240.
Dean, we've seen the video, and I gotta start asking. Talk to me about some of those juicy features and specs.
So it's a 240 hertz curved gaming panel. We believe it's a world first. So you have lag-free and tear-free performance. And we think that the curved, it's 1500 R radius, is going to be a very immersive experience that you wouldn't get from a traditional flat panel.
And I wanted to ask a little bit about some of the color specs.
Sure, it's a 3000:1 contrast ratio, so you get those deeper blacks, brighter whites,
Right.
and hopefully you'll see your enemies first before they see you in the dark scenes.
Yeah, and I understand it also has G-Sync. I saw that flash up on the screen as well.
First G-Sync compatible monitor, so we're super excited about that.
Well, since this is the PC gaming show and we're showing off a huge variety of games here, what are the types of games that you would expect that 240 hertz refresh rate and the G-Sync to work well with?
Sure, so we think everybody's going to appreciate the speed and the performance, but ultimately, esports first-person shooters are really going to benefit.
Right. Well, of course, I have to ask, not just when is it available, but what type of cost are we talking?
Sure, so it'll be available in mid-July for under $400 for a 27-inch panel. So it expands our gaming lineup to 8 models. Yeah.
Because when you said 400, I mean, that's the 27-inch is
Right.
the $400 model. Wow.
Yeah, so our gaming lineup will be expanded to 8 models, ranging from 24 all the way up to a 49-inch dual QHD. Check out samsung.com/gaming240 or see us in the back of the room for more info.
Yeah, that's right. For any of you in the audience, it's there. You can go there for it.
It's not 4K.
It's not 4K.
Not for that price point.
Well, I want to let you know that we have all sorts of great presentations and games coming up. Let's look at what's coming up in the PC Gaming Show.
Stay tuned for more announcements, trailers, and never-before-seen footage, including Gearbox answers burning questions about Borderlands 3. The next game from Clay Entertainment. Get ready to rip the galaxy a new wormhole in Valfaris. And more. And now the PC Gaming Show presents What's Next from Funcom.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for the warm applause. It's very exciting for all of us at Funcom to be here at the PC Gaming Show for the very first time ever. And naturally, we would like to show some of the cool stuff that we've been working on. So without further ado, here are some of the games coming for 2019.
Something strange is going on all across the zone. I don't fear nothing until now.
A lot's happened since you've been traveling, Khan. We could use your skills.
Stalkers got each other's backs, right? What happens to you happens to me.
All right, let's see what we got. Let's see what this is. Conan?
Yeah. Ooh. Damn.
Who would have thought? My son, off to fly among the stars.
Please welcome to the stage, founder and director of Mighty Kingdom, Philip Mays.
So yeah, at Funcom we've been doing our own games for over 26 years now. But recently we had the great pleasure to be working with some other very talented developers and help them publish their games. And on that note, I'd like to introduce Phil Mays. He is founder of Mighty Kingdom, a studio out of Australia, who has been working with us on something a little different.
Thank you, Natasha. So on April 1st this year, we put out a little trailer for something called Conan Chop Chop. And considering the date, it was perhaps no surprise that people decided that that was an April Fool's joke. So yeah, we have a little surprise for you. Check this out.
Oh, what is it? That's pretty cool. That's a lot of blood. Oh, dang. Conan Chop Chop. You gonna get that, Danny?
So there you have it, Conan Chop Chop. It's a roguelike action-adventure game. It's very real, and it's coming to PC, Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and Nintendo Switch on September the 3rd this year. It's 2019. We also have a playable version here at E3 at our demo room, so if you want to give stick figure Conan a try, then please don't hesitate to drop by. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Just give me a second.
Last Oasis is a nomadic survival game set in a post-apocalyptic future where the Earth has stopped rotating. The last humans need to outrun the blazing sun in massive open-world environments. Good times. But cheer up, sunshine. This is one of the most original-looking multiplayers we've seen, with interesting ideas underneath, a player-driven economy, and some truly incredible death machines. Coming to early access on Steam on July 15th, let's take a trip to the Last Oasis.
My tribe built wooden legs to lift us over the burning sands. We must move forward.
What the?
Die beneath the sun.
That's interesting. Oh. This stuff's really good. This looks good.
The name of the game is Age of Wonders Planetfall, a 4X strategy game, and joining me on the stage to talk about it is the game director, Leonard Sass, and principal gameplay developer, Tom Bird. Welcome, guys.
Hi.
Good to be here.
Thanks.
So, Leonard, just give us the gist of what Age of Wonders Planetfall is all about.
Sure. Age of Wonders is a turn-based strategy game where you play as one of the survivors of a shattered galactic empire. At the start of the game, you choose or create your own faction.
Yeah.
And they include the Vanguard Expeditionary Forces, who are in cryosleep when everything went to hell. There's scavenging cyborgs, or the Amazon bioengineers who ride dinosaurs into battle.
Yeah. You know, I want to ask, because there's a pretty broad range of 4X strategy games, to give a sense of what the gameplay is, I just want to start from the beginning of a game. What happens when you first land on the planet?
Well, each race has their own spaceship. The spaceship comes down onto the planet. The planet is where the entire
Oh, sorry guys.
and that spaceship will then transfer
I'm getting pulled in too many
colony,
fucking
where your
directions
entire
right now.
empire begins. You'll
There's a lot of good games.
I missed half of this shit.
Sectors, and each of these sectors are little
Age of Wonder Planetfall look good. Conan Chop Chop looks amazing.
Complex, overrun by horrible robot monsters.
The Last Oasis looks really good.
Okay, I seen something about that.
And I did see in the trailer dinosaurs with lasers, correct?
Like right now, they're talking about Age of Wonders Planetfall.
No cats with lasers.
Okay.
I'm so sorry to disappoint all of you. No cats with lasers. You have to settle with dinosaurs. You know, I saw the expansive tech tree show up in the game briefly, and I know that growing resources and tech is a huge part of strategy games. How does that function?
Right, so part of these tech trees come from your origin race. They sort of represent the past of where you came from. They include new units, new modules for your units, like jetpacks for your troopers, orbital laser cannons you can launch from space, social doctrines, it's not all about war. And then the second part of your tech tree comes from your secret technology, and that's all about the future of your faction. So you can create like a combination between man and machine or man and computers. Others include doomsday technologies that allows you to infect the entire population with alien brain-eating parasites or win the game by splitting space-time.
I love how many details you're giving me of the horrors that await on the planet.
The future is not a pretty place.
Well, I want to ask about some of the combat that we saw, because in a lot of strategy games, the combat can be very brief. It just shows two armies pinging off each other. But I understand that the tactical layer is quite rich.
Right, so when combat starts, you'll see, like on the world map, maybe like a little sort of space lab or something like that. When you go into combat, you will zoom all the way in, and you will be inside the lab. You'll see all the pipes and all of the goops flowing around. All of your units, which you've been putting together and built, are now deployed. In turn-based combat, you can move them into cover, use their abilities, shoot laser cannons. Maybe you've chosen advanced. You've got like a bunch of space dwarves in little metal suits. They'll dig holes in the ground, like shoot from the holes. Maybe you've chosen the Kirko, sort of horrible alien bug monsters. They run forwards and slash people and puke acid on them, that kind of thing.
I mean, how long do some of these battles wind up lasting?
It depends. A short battle can be maybe 2 or 3 minutes, but at the end of the game, you've got a massive siege with like 20 units on your side, 20 units on their side. You've got orbital cannons blasting holes in the world, and that can maybe take 30 minutes.
Well, talk to us about when we can play the game.
Okay. The game is due this August 6th. It's going to be available on PC, multiple platforms, consoles, and it's available for pre-order now.
Well, lovely. Hey, what's that URL?
It's aow-planetfall.com.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. It's less than 2 months away. Gentlemen, thanks so much for joining me up on the
Thank
stage.
you.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Bye-bye, guys.
Thank you for sharing the horrors of the future. And for our next game, Frankie, I have to ask you, what year is it?
Why? The year is 1946, Sean, my dear boy. Europe lies
Oh,
in
God.
ruins torn apart by the satanic Plan Z. A brave band of heroes cast the Fuhrer into hell, but little do they know, the nightmare is far from over. Achtung! This is the world-exclusive reveal of the next shooter from the makers of Sniper Elite 4.
Okay.
Rated M for mature.
What's up, Chris? He said she has an S curl. Oh shit.
Oh.
Damn.
This looks good.
Oh.
Just die.
Come on, let's go.
Oh shit.
This way. Come on.
Oh shit.
Alright, I'm back. What'd I miss?
Oh,
all right.
Damn.
Sick, nasty zombie killing.
Oh shit. It just like, looks like it's just still coming and coming.
Oh god.
Zombie Army 4.
Zombie fucking Hitler and shit. Can't wait to blow his head up.
Later on the PC Gaming Show. A love letter to classic JRPGs. What's next for Warframe? A surreal noir adventure set before, during, and after the Big Bang. Baldur's Gate 3, and more.
Damn, he had.
They've been showing some good games.
Hell yeah.
For nearly 100 years,
What is this?
the root have ravaged the earth.
Oh.
An unending assault without reason. We are victims to a hatred that we do not understand. This evil will consume our world and the countless worlds
Wow.
beyond. Unless you rise.
This looks good.
A trial by fury
Now this
and
looks.
blood. You
Oh shit.
the source of death itself. Prepare yourselves. They are here.
Oh. Remnant.
Remnant from the Ashes, available August 20th. Now, see, that shit looks dope as fuck. Yes.
Joining me on the stage to talk about Remnant from the Ashes. In that trailer, we got the chance to see so much new gameplay footage and new environments. Let's welcome the CEO of Gunfire Games, David Adams. So, David, I want to ask right away, for those who are unfamiliar with Remnant from the Ashes, what kind of game is it?
So Remnant's a co-op action shooter set on an apocalyptic Earth and across a bunch of cool fantasy worlds.
And I mean, in that trailer, we got the chance to see a huge variety of different environments. Like, what are these different places? Who's the player in this story?
So as a player, you're on sort of a Odyssey-like quest to save the world, and we really wanted to have a bunch of different cool locales that you go to just to experience a bunch of different stuff. And you start on Earth, but it rapidly changes very quickly as you get into the game.
And one thing that we've talked about before is that replayability is a huge focus of the game, that you could play through it 10 times and still be seeing new bosses, new monsters, new locations. How exactly does that work?
Yeah, I think one of the coolest features of the game is the dynamic generation system. So we generate the maps, the enemies, the quests, NPCs.
Okay, all the maps, everything's just generated randomly?
That takes
That's
all the pieces and
fucking
stitches them
amazing.
together. So you might play the game and come into work and say, hey, I talked to a giant tree and fought a dragon boss, and I'll be like, I met a guy in a helicopter, an old guy in a helicopter, and killed a tree ant. And we'd have completely different experiences playing the same game.
And you just have to keep going through and eventually explore what all the possibilities are.
Yeah, you can play the game over and over again to see the stuff. You can jump into your friend's world to experience the content in their world, and that's a big part of the game, just jumping in and seeing what you get.
Well, I want to ask about loot, which is, I understand,
You said Pixar didn't happen?
Function alongside this
Sorry,
ever-shifting gameplay.
The game is all legend items, and it's tied into the dynamic generation.
I don't know why
So
you
find a boss
constantly
or meet an NPC or get a cool unique side quest.
Think.
Generally, it coincides with a cool
that
unique
she's
item.
gonna
It might be a
slide
boss
into your
weapon
DMs.
or a
I
magical
don't
item or
understand.
armor. So if you play the game and you get all
You
completely
slide in my
different events,
DMs
you'll
all
have
the
different
time. I don't know what you're talking about.
And in the trailer, I also saw that there were 3 people.
We always
walking
talking,
through
like
these. You mentioned the
24/7.
co-op experience. How does
She says it's on Instagram, Michael.
So the game's full co-op.
That's
from
fine, I can
beginning
do it
to
on
end,
Instagram.
just
I can-
and the game's
I
definitely
can
slower
save
paced,
it.
more difficult. Fewer dialogue. So awesome. There's a huge advantage to bringing your friends to come in there and help you take down bosses or fight off different events or just generally progress through the world.
Yeah, well, I mean, as a big fan of Bloodborne and Dark Souls, I'm really looking forward to
You're
Remnant
always
from
in
the
my
Ashes.
DMs.
What's the release date, and where can people go for more information?
So Remnant's coming out August 20th on PC and Xbox and PS4. And if you pre-order the game now, you can actually get in early and start playing the game August 16th.
Well, awesome.
Nice.
Ladies and gentlemen, David Adams from Gunfire Games. Thanks so much for talking to us about Remnant.
Oh, damn, woman.
And as we mentioned
That's
earlier,
my
keep those
ID.
questions coming. I will be asking on stage the creative director of Borderlands 3 everything you want to know. Doesn't matter what platform you're on, just use hashtag PC Gaming Show. And until
Well, I
that
gotta say,
time,
damn, I
let's
might
talk
wake
about
up to
our
that.
next title. This
Right.
one was announced 2 years ago at the PC Gaming Show
100%.
here. It's a game from Clay Entertainment called Griftlands. It's changed quite a bit in the last 2 years. It's now a deck-building roguelike where you don't just fight, but you also
I like it. I
negotiate
like
your
the
way
new.
through a broken-down sci-fi world. It's going to be available on the Epic Game Store in one short month on July 11th in alpha. Let's take a look at some of the footage of what you'll be playing.
There you go, Danny.
I see.
He said, I see.
I see.
He's got his binoculars, guys. See. And now he's got quiet, Lakita.
I'm sorry. I know I look like I'm quiet. I know, Chad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You heard him.
I'm not. Hey. Sorry, Chad. But it's not. I'm not on no garbage. I swear.
She said, "Let him live, Mike. Let him live."
Drift planes.
I'm dead.
Planet Zoo is the latest game from the makers of the brilliant Planet Coaster. Please welcome Piers Jackson and Lisa Bowens from Frontier
I swear I'm
Development.
not dead.
No, I said Time said he's
Now,
dead.
Piers, what kind of zoo are we
I'm
going to
not.
be running here?
I'm living. I'm a living person. I'm not dead.
It involves you building and looking after a modern zoo.
That's 'cause you blew
and
your
to
load.
Look after the most authentic
Oh my God.
we believe you've ever seen.
I don't know what the fuck he's talking about right there.
They're unique. They have their own needs. Their own
And especially when he's watching.
interact with each other and react with the world and the world around them. And today,
You're right.
for the very first time, really excited to show
You
everyone
went on
here
the
a gameplay video and to announce our launch date.
Jesus.
Fantastic. Let's buy the world's largest family pass and take a look inside.
He says, "Yo, Daddy, I lose a life for that."
You said what?
Your brother says I lose a life. Yo, this was pretty cool. Wherever this is.
Planet Zoo.
Oh, there you go. I know Danny will play this.
Oh.
Oh yeah, sucking up that poo. Yeah, this is.
You gotta build your. Yeah, you gotta build your own zoo and try to keep them all alive.
Danny said that, yeah, your brother said this is the best game right now of E3.
That's not what I'm saying. 100%.
Well, we know you're playing this.
100%
We know you're
not what I'm
playing
saying.
Lisa, I love some of the animal shenanigans here. I mean, hippos pooing, adorable baby elements. It's absolutely brilliant. I can't wait to play it. But before we saw the trailer, Piers mentioned this is a modern zoo, but what exactly does that mean?
So nowadays when you go to the zoo, you're not just going to see all the lovely, pretty animals. You go there, you want to be, you know, learning about conservation, you want to learn about...
I definitely want to play Con Chop Chop.
Educated. And these are all things that you're going to be able to do in Planet Zoo. And these ideas of the modern zoo is really what we take to heart, and we're going to be promoting, you know, the health and the welfare of your animals as the most important thing to do.
And Piers, when can we see more gameplay, and when are we going to be able to get our hands on it ourselves?
So we're obviously demoing the game all this week at E3, but most people aren't going to be able to see that. So we've recorded our presentation. Lisa's done a fantastic voiceover for it, and we'll be releasing that onto Frontier's YouTube channel. That goes live this Friday at 11 a.m. Pacific time.
Well, fantastic. I cannot wait to watch. Thank you so much for joining us, Piers and Lisa, everyone.
Thank you.
Next up, we have a very special guest all the way from Japan.
What is this game?
Please welcome to the stage, gaming industry legend and Shenmue creator, Yu Suzuki.
That is right. Ladies and gentlemen, joining me on the stage is a legend of Japanese game development. It's Mr. Yu Suzuki.
3 o'clock is. I said after this you got an hour
In
break.
addition to being the brains behind
Then
the
after
following
that, 3
games,
o'clock,
Hang
you
On,
got
Space Harrier,
Limited
Outrun,
Run
Afterburner,
games.
Virtual Racing, and Virtual Fighter, Yusan.
What the fuck is that?
Also created the Shenmue
Begin.
series, and he's here to talk
No, but
about
what is that?
Shenmue 3
But what is
right
that?
now. Take it away, Yusan.
It's gonna be games. What's not to miss?
No, but what is it, dude? I don't want to just cover bullshit. What is
something on the stage today?
Hey, you said the same thing about the VR. You're like, yo, this is pretty good.
No, but what type? What is
wanna-
limited run? What is
I
that?
just
Like,
wanna say
explain to
thank
me
you
what that is.
To the all the fans
If
supporting
I'm
me
correct,
for
what it
around
is,
20
it's,
years. Thank you
They
very
tell me
much.
that pushes out physical games.
So this what?
You know, the people are only do digital only, and they make physical games for them.
That's right. Let's take a world exclusive look at Shenmue 3.
Okay.
I think that's what it is. Don't quote.
I know you don't. Wait, hold on. What?
All right, limited run is the one I'm thinking is, you know, the people that make only like
Honestly,
digital games.
I don't think your kung
They
fu
eventually,
is
you know,
strong enough.
Oh,
run
shoot.
What Limited Run does is take those digital games and make them physical copies.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking this is.
There's a fucking press conference for that?
Yes, they're going to do a press conference.
They practiced in secret, away
What
from
is
prying
this?
eyes, and became stronger. One even practiced atop this very boat.
Get hyped. You sound like tired. You sound like you're tired as shit already.
I'm not tired. I just don't want to cover that shit. I don't know what
Dude,
the
you
fuck that
guys
shit is.
you guys are missing Shenmue 3. Guys, you're missing Shenmue 3.
Oh,
Shenmue 3? Where's fucking Shenmue 3 at?
right now, like right here.
It's on the PC thing right now.
Everyone in town is afraid of them.
I'm fucking doing some bullshit. I'm dragged into some shit. I see it right here. Let's go. Okay, I got it. Woo!
Hey, wait right there.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
So in chat, who's getting this game?
This is him.
Me! 100%!
You got in our way.
This will be one of those games I get when it's $20.
Coming November this year.
I think it's like November 15th.
I know so many people have been waiting for Shenmue 3. I would like to once again thank you so much. Thank you, Yusan, for joining us today. Thank you. Cheers.
100% day one for me. Day one.
Now our next
Too many
title
other games we gotta get
is near
through
and
that.
dear to my childhood
Nope,
heart.
day
It's based
one
upon
for
a
me.
game I grew up playing called Heroes of Might
Maybe
and Magic
we
2.
get-
Let's take a
Hey,
look
what
at
is
an
this?
upcoming collaboration between Coffee Stain Studios and Lava Potion.
Coffee Stain Studios.
We are in debt or in
I'm picking up Death Stranding, Pokemon. There was another game I was picking up in November as well. So I said, Shenmue will have to wait.
That's because you're a plebe.
Nope. I want the three most important games. I want the three most important games are going to do. They're actually going to mean something.
Wait, so you're saying Shenmue 3 doesn't mean anything? Dude, your gamer card needs to be fucking restamped, dude.
Shenmue don't mean much to me. I didn't really care for them. I played 1 and 2.
Dude, Shenmue is so fucking iconic. You wouldn't even have, like, Last of Us or none of that shit without Shenmue, dude.
Shenmue is all the quick time events we have is basically because of it.
It's not. That's not just it, though, dude. Open world, NPCs that have their own quests, combat, like martial arts type combat within the open world. Like, come on, man. Act like you played games before, dude.
I have, but I'm good. It's a hard pass. So,
The name of the game is Songs of Conquest, and here to join me
Yeah, I
in
need
talking
to check
about
your
it is the
gamer
lead
card.
designer from Lava Potion, Carl
Like I said,
Topfeld. Hey,
games
Carl. Hi, hey, thanks.
are coming out
I
in
mean,
November that
let's
needs-
just start off. For anyone who maybe hasn't played the Heroes of Might and Magic
I need
series,
to check
what is Songs
that
of
shit.
Conquest all about?
It's all about, well, you kind of start off with in the town that you just saw in the end of the trailer. And from there, you recruit your wielders, is what we call our commanders. And you recruit an army, and then you kind of send off your wielders on an adventure. And they go exploring the world, they pick up resources, to flag mines, and with those resources, you upgrade your town so you can get more stuff, and that's kind of what you do. Adventure and strategy combined.
Yeah, and you know, I know that part of the core loop is obviously get the resources to build up the township, but for what reason? Armies, man. Talk to me about those juicy battles.
Yeah, so the battle, just like the whole game.
Yeah,
is
I like the
tremendous.
juiciness.
So you go into combat, you
It
get
has
all your troops in,
beautiful
and
artwork to it.
them, and then all the troops have different stats, like offense and defense and health. Sure.
Oh,
They go in
God.
initiative order, and then you slug it out, and it's a bit like chess, but instead of like pawns and bishops, you have like horned wands and face spirits.
Great. Griffins and so on.
Yeah, and all those things.
And well, you know, as someone who just loves the Heroes of Might and Magic series, I know that you have translated a lot of the gameplay elements into Songs of Conquest, but what are some of the modern elements that you're bringing in?
Well, there's a lot of it, but I mean, one of them is our magic system. We call it the essence. So basically, in the Songs of Conquest universe, everything has an essence within there. It's sort of like the soul. So your troops, they have an essence. And to do magic, you need to bring the troops with the right essence with your wielders.
Oh,
skills.
I see.
So if you want to like make your troops go faster, you need to bring a troop that has that essence, like cavalry.
And maybe to ask a basic question, what if my opponent kills that cavalry?
Then you can't do the magic. So.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. So if you're fighting someone, you kind of have to like weigh the pros and cons of what to kill off. Like, do you want to destroy their magic or their powerful troops?
Where can people go to get more information? And as always, when's it coming out?
Late 2020.
Oh, it's quite a ways off.
It's quite a ways off, but you can go to songsofconquest.com and
That
sign up for
was
an
whack.
alpha, and then you can play earlier.
Well,
I remember that.
As you know, I'm really looking forward to playing it, Carl. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Now,
you
our
remember
next
them saying that there, Danny?
is
You said what?
into a popular co-op game.
You remember
Let's see
when
what's
they
in
showed
store
the Scarlet on the
Vermintide
Xbox press
2.
conference?
They show what game?
Do you remember when they showed the Xbox on the Xbox press conference, Xbox Scarlet?
Yeah, that's Scarlet, okay. Yeah.
A lot of people are also going in on that bit when they were showing the Xbox Scarlet, that it eats monsters for breakfast.
What? Did I miss something, dude? What the fuck?
They said that in the stream when they showed Scarlet. They said the Scarlet will eat monsters for breakfast. That's how strong it is.
Man, come the fuck on, man. I don't know what fucking monster they talking about.
Dan's already scratching his head. Like, what?
You don't eat monsters for breakfast, huh? I like to see that.
Yeah, I'd like to see that shit too.
It ain't happening though, that's the thing. Like, literally, that's the thing. It's not fucking happening.
You just saw the reveal of the new PvP mode coming to Vermintide 2, which turns the Warhammer Fantasy cooperative game into something even more brutally competitive. It looks deliciously vile, and surely dismembering Scraven is so much more satisfying when you know you're going ham on a fellow player, making him or her cry little baby rat tears behind their computer screen. You can sign up now for the Vermintide 2 Versus beta at vermintide2.com/versus. In Per Aspera, you're an artificial consciousness orbiting Mars, whose ultimate purpose is to terraform the planet, starting from a single drone in your landing site and turning the planet into a flourishing second home for humanity.
Dude, you laugh so hard at this right now.
Developer to Lawn Industries and publisher Raw Fury.
This guy came back to my door and wanted to sell college stuff, and I was like, yeah, I'm not into it. And I was like, are you a gamer? And he's like, well, yeah, like, you know, play video games. I was like, you should check out the Platform podcast. And he's like, I'll definitely do that.
You sold him instead of him selling you.
Yeah. I sold us.
It's like, fuck your college.
Today,
watch
Amy reaches Mars and begins their mission.
I was like, right now we're covering E3, so.
Are you with us?
Oh, what is this game?
Of course, I'm with you, Houston.
Looks like it.
It's like irritating stick.
You said irritating stick.
That was my game of the year in 2013.
In the Assassin's Creed universe, our next guest sent players back in time to rewrite history.
Is that the only game I missed?
With indie studio Panache Digital Games, he's going to
Yep.
take us back 10 million years to where humanity began. Here to tell us all about ancestors is creative director and co-founder Patrice Desolé. Welcome, Patrice.
Thank you for having me. I'm really happy to be here. I've been waiting 10 years to come back on the big stage at E3 showing off a game.
Well, it's fantastic to have you back. I just want to ask, what inspired you to tell the story of human evolution?
Well, when I started Panache, I needed a game, an open world game in which you can do a lot of things. You need a character in a 3D environment at first. And I said, oh, I'm the historical guy, I'm the historical dude, so I need an historical period. They said, oh, let's go back at the very beginning. It'll be easier to do, because I won't have to build a city, I won't have to build technology, and I was a bit naive, because we built Africa 10 million years ago. And that's not easy to build.
It doesn't sound easy. I mean, how have you turned those themes into gameplay?
Well, you play our last common ancestor, right, of all the big apes. And then you have to explore your environment, and eventually you expand your territory, you expand your clan, because you're not playing that one badass character. You play a group of badass characters. And eventually you evolve into different species up until Lucy the Australopithecus roughly 2 million years ago.
I imagine our ancestors had a lot more issues to deal with than we do today. There's going to be a lot more dangers in this world, so tell me a bit more about those.
Well, it's all about from a prey to a predator. Basically, at the beginning of the game, everybody's there to kill you and devour you. And basically at the end, it's pretty much you, where you're the predator and everybody's afraid of you. And that's the idea of Ancestors, the Humankind Odyssey.
So, Patrice, ultimately, what is the key to evolving your clan successfully?
Curiosity. You need to explore, because, you know, I made a game about characters and you needed to follow the story I wrote for you. This time, you're basically writing the story, right? There's no story per se inside. It's not about going and see mission givers. It's not about looking at the mini-maps and the little dots. It's about you, hey, Homo sapiens. Can you survive like our ancestors did? And that's the question I'm asking the players. It'll be for you to answer that question August 27th.
Well, I was going
on PC first.
I was going to ask you when we can see it, and you answered my question first. Thank you so much,
getting
Patrice.
good at this.
As Patrice says, Ancestors will be released August 27th, and you can learn more at ancestorsgame.com.
Thank you.
Okay.
There's more.
Shenmue 3 though, that's a day one.
Untitled Goose Game. Oh, damn.
Just got better. Whoa.
Chivalry 2 looks good.
Yeah, Borderlands definitely a day one, Lamont, for sure.
I'm definitely gonna pick up that Conan Chop Chop.
What the fuck? Skylanders, kinda? What is this?
Auto chess. What?
Oh, auto chess. Okay. Alright.
Please welcome to the stage, Loring Lee, founder and CEO of Dragon Nest.
Oh shit, Dragon Nest. I remember Dragon Nest.
A sensation with hundreds of thousands, millions of players getting a taste of it, and here to talk about its coming to PC is Loring Lee. Take it away, Loring.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. I'm Loring Lee. Yeah. Hello. Yeah. I'm the CEO and founder of Dragon's Game. Dragon's Game is a game developer and publisher, comes from China. I'm so happy to be here today on this stage to introduce our game, Auto Chess, to all of you. This is really an exciting moment for us. As the trailer says, this is a real engaging game of auto chess. Dragonstone now is working with...
I'm also playing 2 right now as well.
Of auto chess, Jodo Studio. We are working together to bring auto chess to a world, both on PC and mobile, so that everyone from anywhere with any device can enjoy the same fun of auto chess. Now we are building the PC version with by using the game engine of Unreal Engine 4. As everyone knows,
what?
Unreal Engine is one of the best game engines of the world. With the help of Epic Games and by the power of Unreal.
Oh shit! Good shit, Lamont.
Our job quickly and efficiently. And today, I'm very glad to announce the PC version of Auto Chess will be coming to the Epic Games Store. I look forward.
He said what?
I look forward to all of you playing Auto Chess on PC later this year. Okay, thank you everyone.
Thank you, Loring Lee.
Yeah, cool.
Auto Chess.
Thanks so much for sharing the news with us. Once again, Auto Chess, if you have not played it, you must check it out. It is so fun. Our next title with Frankie up above, I understand is an inspired indie game.
We'll find out, Sean, because one of the things we love about PC gaming is the way that game creators from all over the world can draw inspiration from one another's work. Cris Tales is a great example of that, a gorgeous indie love letter to classic JRPGs developed by a team in Colombia. Cris Tales' spin on the genre brings a unique perspective that lets you see the past, present, and future on one screen at the same time. So you can see the future change based on your decisions in real time. Here's the world-exclusive reveal of Cris Tales.
If you saw what was, what is, and what would be. If you knew how it ends. Would you change it? Could you make the hard
Okay, the animation looks good.
Would you be strong enough to fight?
Oh shit, that's how it looks? Okay.
If you learn from the past and act in the present, you can rewrite the future.
What?
Dang.
Now this looks dope as fuck. Yes. I'll take it.
Whoa, what the heck?
Oh, they got the demo out on Steam. Uh-oh.
In PC gaming, it's not the size of your weapon, it's how you use it. And I'm holding one of the, well, quite frankly,
the fuck is this bitch talking about?
You know, Glock, really. No. It's one of the ridiculous alien weapons from our next game, Valfaris. A brutal, heavy metal-infused 2G action platformer inspired by true old-school classics like Contra and Turrican. Assuming the role of fearless warrior Therium, players must blast and slash their way through the doomed citadel of Valfaris, overcoming its deadly environments and enemies before challenging the arcane evil at its very heart. Get ready to rip the galaxy a new wormhole. From publisher Big Sugar, this is Valfaris.
Damn.
What's this? Is this like Contra?
Damn.
Oh yeah!
Damn, this looks good.
Damn, that looks sick as fuck, man. It's like old school, but it looks definitely got some modern flair to it. What the fuck? This is like Contra, though.
Damn.
Like Metroid, kinda like Contra Metroid, but some fucking what?
Well, first,
Valthers.
Just incredible action in the Valthorus trailer. I'm very excited for our next guest. In case you have not been in downtown LA, E3 is covered with Borderlands 3 art. It's amazing, it's beautiful. And joining me is the amazing and beautiful Paul Sage, creative director of Borderlands 3.
Beautiful's a new one, thanks.
Yeah, there you go, Paul. Right. Welcome. I mean, there's been so much hype around Borderlands 3. What's the stuff you're really excited to be
Borderlands 3, let's go.
Oh man, so we've talked about our Vault Hunters. Well, this time we get to talk about Mose. And she is our gunner vault hunter, so she has a big mech, so it's one of the things. All about loot. We're talking about, the different loot, such as shields, grenades, those things, going to different planets, so a lot of stuff to talk about.
Well, I want to start right off with Mose. Tell us everything you can about her.
Okay, yes, I'll tell you everything I can. So Mose, again, like I said, she's a mech pilot. She has this big mech, it's called Iron Bear. She gets into Iron Bear. Yeah. We have multiple action skills, which means that she can equip either a minigun or a railgun or a flamethrower, if you want to barbecue your enemies, something like that.
Oh,
so,
nice. Mix and match.
Yeah, Mose is a terrifically fun character for us right now.
Now, we've been excited to be collating a whole bunch of community questions. We're going to break them into two categories. First, there's a whole bunch of repeat questions that I want to make sure we get to right now. One of the big categories is about loot, because you've mentioned having a billion guns earlier, but what can you tell us about some of the other gear, the other progression systems in the game?
Yeah, so let's talk about grenades, like one of my favorite things that we don't get to talk about a lot. So in the past, we've had grenades that they've had like one thing, they can bounce, they can stick to different things, This time we're combining like all of those things. So for instance, the other day I was playing and I threw a grenade and that grenade had a bounce, it would stick, an explosion would come out, and the grenade would fire guns as it was going through, right? So we have like a ton of different grenades.
What the fuck? Uh-oh.
Shield where if you duck, that shield will extend out in front of you.
That wasn't even me. That was on IGN stream and shit.
Yeah, that was our characters. Class mods are unique, and that they give you skills this time.
That looks really good.
Enhancing the skills you currently have.
I also remember earlier you mentioned about artifacts. What are those?
So artifacts are, we've kind of concentrated on like, hey, does the game feel fluid? Can I, slide into things? Can I jump? Can I dance? Right. So when we were playing with that, we slid into a barrel, right? And the barrel exploded, and we're like, well, that's kind of fun. So why don't we do something like that? So our artifacts actually add certain things to movement. So for instance, you can slide faster. You can slide, and every time you slide, there's an explosion. We have something we call.
Every time you slide, there's an explosion, dude. What the fuck? I love it. I don't know what it is. It's not my stream. It's their shit.
No, it's
unrelated to loot.
The stream, like what they're doing.
Campaign.
Yeah.
What's going to be happening after the campaign? What are some of the beyond the single in-game content that you can talk about?
All right, in-game content. Okay, well, it's E3, so I can give a little bit. So we have this thing what we call the Guardian system. So for those people who played Borderlands before, you might remember Badass Ranks. Badass Ranks,
yes,
is basically kind of an infinite progression system that added to your stats.
Yeah.
We doubled down on that. We have what we call Guardian Rank. And Guardian Rank not only has that infinite progression, but it has skills and different skins that you can open up as you go through. And the cool thing about that is like...
Dang.
Uh-oh.
Through, and then we're going to hit some of the rapid fire questions.
All right, we're back.
How did the boss fight?
It wasn't me, though. My shit's all good.
Aspects. How do you build upon that?
I really enjoy the PC Gaming Show more than any other big announcement for E3. PC Gaming Show is great so far.
Yeah, like they've been showing a lot of good games.
There's a lot of good fucking games.
In the audience know that we've talked about going to vaults instead of vault, right? And so there are different like huge boss encounters there that are just multi-phase boss encounters. We have like a lot of different mini bosses throughout the game, so a lot of different boss encounters throughout the game.
Well, now I want to ask some really quick questions that should be yes or no, very brief. First from Castore, how will you be handling multiplayer?
Multiplayer, we will basically be allowing anybody to jump in at any time, so.
Awesome. From MHL Animations, can I pet the gun? Great question.
I'm not here to judge what you do with your guns. It's a personal question.
All right, great. Sam Wiseman asks, is Maya's new companion a siren?
People are asking the right questions. That's what I will say about that.
Oh, you tease.
Sorry.
All right, from Ironic Sanguine says, is Tiny Tina going to be seen fighting alongside the Vault Hunters?
Yes.
Nice.
All right.
All right, I'm just going to blast through a couple more as fast as I possibly can. What's the level cap at launch?
50.
Will we get to see Flak?
Yes.
Will we see golden keys and or shift codes for Borderlands 3?
Absolutely.
Will there be duels?
Yes.
Other kinds of PvP?
Yes and no.
And also maybe. Yeah. And you'll be able to transfer weapons between your characters.
Absolutely, right from the start.
Oh, that's good.
Is the damn game coming out.
Fuck yes, because I want to start a new character, but I don't want to have to try to find shit, right?
Perfect. Borderlands.com for more information. Thanks so much for joining me on stage.
Sean, thank you.
Dope. That's what's up.
I want to forget you have not seen all the setups in downtown Borderlands.
They're having terrible shit with their fucking technical difficulties. This is not me.
Yeah. We're going to be revisiting a guest that we saw earlier in the show.
Oh shit, they got fucking problems.
With Frankie.
Why?
What you got?
Is he dressed like that?
I don't know.
You see what I put in the chat
I
there,
see,
Danny?
but what's up with the...
Oh, hi.
What you put in chat?
I put it in our Discord chat. You see
Oh
what it says?
shit!
I want you to go to that timestamp. It says 1 hour and 51 minutes.
Open world
and 0
action
seconds.
RPG or shark RPG as we call it.
Okay.
You start
That's
as
after
a
the-
small baby
that's
shark
after this
pup,
screen, if it ends in
and
time.
you have to survive in this harsh world.
Because it's
and
already
eat your way
2:30
to
and we're
top
about to
of
go
the
to
ecosystem.
the next.
The 3 words that we think some of the game.
What is the next one? What's the next one?
Evolve. And we
Oh,
also
the next
have
one's
some
limited
we'd
run.
like
You
to
said
meet.
you said you weren't sure if you wanted to skip it or do
Let's
it.
take a look at the new trailer.
That was that fucking...
Limited run at 3 o'clock.
Yeah, limited run shit. Yeah, I don't know.
You said you want to skip it?
Tripwire.
I might want to skip that because I need a break.
All right. Well, before you go to break, I want you to put that timestamp on that.
All right.
What in the...
All right.
Whoa.
All right.
This looks cool.
That way you can get a chuckle at it, then we can hear your opinion on it. You and Dave, if you're still here.
Yep. I'm still here.
Whoa, what the? Oh.
Come any closer with that camera, we two gonna tussle.
Damn, you didn't notice all that shit going on?
Man eater.
John,
It looks interesting.
Yep.
who was that appallingly dressed fisherman in the trailer? Because quite frankly, not even I would eat him.
That was Scaly
What?
Pete. And Scaly Pete's the villain in this tale. Pete
Oh
is,
my God.
is
Do,
a
do,
best
do, do,
fisherman
do,
of all
do, do.
fishermen, or currently he's the best shark fisherman. And his figures are baby sharks at the beginning of the game and does some really nasty things. So this guy.
That's Brandon.
The story of Man Eater is told through the lens of a reality show called
Dude, did you see chat?
Man Eaters. And it follows Pete and the player shark on its adventures. And you know, it's a really, you know, it's a very exciting way to tell a story.
And based on that trailer, to be honest, John, it looks like your main goal of the shark is to just bite everything.
Yeah, there is an awful lot of man eating going on in this game. That is the
Why
name of the
are you wearing
game.
a shark suit?
And but
A lot of man eating. I don't know how that feel about that.
Action game. It's like GTA or a shark. But there's
That sounds, you know.
They said GTA, but like if you're a shark. Fuck yes, man.
GTA
through the water,
8chan
breaching
bullshit.
out, and
It does sound like some GTA 8chan
on the
shit.
beach for an afternoon snack. There's
I
a
support
lot of
it.
exciting things that you can do in the game.
And
course
you
you
mentioned
would.
before
You
it's a
love
shark
8chan.
PG. How does that
I
progress
don't
in
love
the
8chan.
So there's 3 facets to.
But I do support GTA with
There's
sharks
phases and
though.
there's evolutions. So growth comes about through eating things, nutrients, people, whatever you can find.
If you're
And
getting
that's
this
kind of
game,
like your
Danny,
XP in the game.
and
That
you're
allows you to
streaming it,
level
all
up,
I
your
wanna
shark
know
will grow a
is
little bit, you'll get
you're
more
gonna play
powerful.
this game,
And
I
then
want
at
you to
key
play
phases,
Baby
we
Shark
call
in the
life
background.
phases, you'll
Nope.
you'll make a big jump. So
Yeah.
let's say you're a
Nope.
teenage shark and you're about to become an adult. When you become an adult, you take a big leap in size, a big leap in power and capability.
It's
And
literally
as
not
you
going.
reach these life phases,
Literally
you'll
not
learn
going
evolutions
down.
that
But I will
can
play
parts
this
of the
game
shark's
though.
body. For
This
example,
shit looks
you
dope.
get metallic teeth that allow you
It's
to
the only way
shred
you're allowed to play
boats,
this game. Let's
or
play
a
Baby
powerful
Shark.
tail that allows
Nope.
you to jump to incredible heights. Or you could get mutated lungs that allow you to.
How about you do that, Mike?
Look, Big Mike's request is fucking
Everyone wants
ignored.
to know this question. When's it coming out?
I mean, I'll do
really
it just for
hard
the shit and giggles
hammer-hitting
and the
away at this
laugh.
game and trying to make it the most awesome shark RPG ever. We're not ready to announce a date, but we're pretty certain you're going to see it before the next PC gaming show.
Well,
No.
I'm John, otherwise I'm going to have to start
Next year,
biting
baby.
people. In fact, I'm quite hungry at the moment, so I think actually I'm going to find an
They're
audience
sounding.
member because you guys are tasty. So I'll see you in a bit. I'm just going to have a snack. Thank you, John.
Thank you.
Oh, look at this. There you go, Danny.
I need this motherfucker right now. My ass hurt from the chair I'm sitting in.
Wow.
Yeah, see, that's a chair right there. All right.
You know, one of the absolute best parts about being sponsored by iWin for the PC Gaming Show is that I get to sit for this next segment and talk to you about Terraria. Terraria is one of the best-selling PC games of all time, selling almost 30
If you use the code, you get 30% off.
Is the fact that the developers relaunch and continue to add content, going from 250 items at release to now over 4,000. Let's take a look at their penultimate expansion coming up, Terraria Journey's End.
Oh.
Dude, this game sold so fucking much.
I can't believe it, dude.
Dude, it sold 30 million copies, dude, on PC. I mean, the game is. I got it. I mean, I got it. It's cool, man. It's just like a retro kind of like farming RPG. It's good, dude. It's actually good.
I mean, I would not even play this. I mean, I just wouldn't. I mean, this is just not something. I mean, who gives a fuck about Terraria? I mean,
Dude, Terrarium is respect. Should be respected.
Dude, that shit is not respectful. Shit is
Dude, what the fuck happened to the stream, dude?
Oh.
The next title that we're going to be looking at is a game that is the spiritual successor to Her Story. It's called Telling Lies by Annapurna Interactive, and joining me to talk about it is game director Sam Barlow and actor-producer Logan Marshall Green. Welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Nice to be here.
Yeah.
My main man.
Now, if you haven't played Her Story, you totally should. It's fantastic. I want to note, it is a game where you watch live interactive video in order to uncover
to tell what happens.
What is
Yeah.
it that's going on in Telling Lies?
I just yawned, by the way.
Like Her Story, watch video footage together a story. And this time,
big ass
we
yawn,
have
too.
a woman who has stolen an NSA hard drive, which contains secretly recorded, intimate and private conversations between our four characters. Something has gone terribly wrong, and it's up to you to figure out what.
Oh, you get an NSA hard drive?
Time to take a
Uh-oh.
look at some of the gameplay mechanics and see
Illuminati
Telling Lies in
shit.
action. Let's take a look.
See that eye?
Once upon a time.
It's late. I gotta get her in the bath. I don't love you and I don't miss you. You already know too much. It's late. I gotta get her in the bath. All right. Love you. Love you.
I've only ever been in love once. It was with a girl I met when I was 18, but I was too young and naive to handle it properly. I guess I still carry a torch for her, which makes me an incurable romantic or underdeveloped emotionally. I'm a loyal friend.
I just let out another yawn.
Oh, Sam, I got some questions for you about what we've just seen. I mean, talk to me about the mechanics. I mean, I saw, the subtitles.
Be right back.
Highlighting and loading more video footage. What's going on?
So what we do in Telling Lies is we take all of the exploration you would have in a normal video game. So all that walking around in a 3D world.
Yeah.
And we apply that directly to the story, to the footage itself. So you're going to be scrubbing around in these clips, paying close attention, and you're going to be picking up on the subtext, listening to names, people, places. And with that information, you're going to use that to find more clips, dig into those, and over time kind of build up this picture of the story. And it's truly like an open world video game.
Well, I mean, a lot of times with open world video games, they talk about, the square kilometerage or miles in America. What's the sort of scope that we're talking about? Like, how many hours of footage is there?
So we got like over 10 hours of footage here.
Wow,
so
really?
It's a story that encompasses like 2 years. What I wanted to do with this one was, like I say, really embrace this idea of it being an open world game. You're free to explore and follow your curiosity. Just lose yourself in this story, all the characters. It's this huge, messy, colorful story that we're trying to tell.
Well, I'm curious, Logan, as a performer in this kind of game, what is it like to actually try to have all the layers in there for each performance, also not knowing when a player is going to be seeing the specific footage you're performing?
Well, it's definitely a non-linear open world game, but our approach and Sam's approach was not unlike a movie or a TV show, and we had to understand it A to B. And so, for the most part, that's how we shot it. Obviously, when you're shooting a movie or TV show,
falling asleep
in this case, a game, you're going to be shooting out of order. But we actually stayed pretty linear in how we approached the story. We went after it like all the other times we're actors. We just went after intention and what do we want, and we tried to make it as deep. It's got a lot of scope.
Yeah.
But we wanted to make it as deep as possible.
Oh, crap.
Sam is one of the best movie or TV directors I've worked with, so it was very similar.
Nice. Yeah, look at you too. Yeah. Now, of course, I do want to stress to any of you, if you have not played Her Story, it's quick to play through. It's absolutely brilliant. Please check it out in the meantime. But we're, of course, waiting to find out, when can we play Telling Lies?
Very soon. Very soon, I promise. We'll have a date soon. Right now, you can go to Steam. You can wishlist it on Steam. We all love Steam.
I wonder how many people's gonna pick that up.
A little bit more during E3.
No.
David.
Fantastic.
This motherfucker sound like Coquette Terry right now.
As soon as humanly possible. Well, Sam, Logan, thanks so much for joining me on stage. Once again, Telling Lies.
That's why he had to beg people to go play the first.
Frankie's going to be talking to us about a game that my friends
this is almost 2 hours long.
Keep telling me I have to play because of how much they've improved it. Frankie, what's going on with Warframe?
Well, one of my favorite parts of last year's show, aside from being upstaged by a giant duck, was getting a glimpse at the future of Warframe. And here with the latest look at the next expansion to the universe is Space Mum Rebecca Ford. So, chat, behave yourselves, please, because Mother's here. Now, Rebecca, what are we about to see?
We're going to take a look at an amazing trailer that our team has put together. A lot of our players have been waiting a year for a look at what we've been calling Railjack, so it's about time to, see what we've been doing.
Yeah, let's take a
Asking
look.
chat to behave themselves is telling them to troll.
Right, exactly. I mean, that's like giving them license to do shit.
They're like, go ahead and fucking troll right now. Warframe will always be dope as fuck, though. Big Mike don't like it.
Oh crap!
Oh, you talking about Warframe?
Yup.
Yeah, Warframe is a smooth thing.
Rebecca,
Warframe
it's
dope
so
as shit,
exciting
man.
To know that
See
the
that
fans
you
have
get
finally seen it, and
they
you're
got it
clearly
for
going
free.
all in on the epic space combat.
That's pretty
So
good.
that's
Hell
what
yeah.
I'm going to be able to experience. I wasn't shaking before we started talking, and now I am because it's real. Because Empyrean is what we're calling codename Railjack. It's basically taking the space ninja part of Warframe, sending it back up to space, bringing players that squad.
I mean, it's
gameplay
awesome
they
that
know,
they're supporting the
taking
game, like
engines
just
the Corvus and the
continuous
Grineer,
supporting
giving
it.
their own
Yeah,
Railjack
it's
to
not for me.
essentially explore the solar system with and take down.
We know you don't like good games.
I know.
TennoCon is in London, Ontario. May 26th. You can come watch it online on Twitch. We're going to be showing a lot more in our keynote for what Empyrean
Mike is right now in his drawers listening to the baby show.
What's the deal with that? I'll get my Tenno arms into it. I cannot say that on live television.
This
but,
motherfucker played Penis Simulator at 1080p.
Link your Warframe account to your Twitch account. If you watch 30 minutes of our Tenno live show, you can get it. But hopefully you stay for the whole hour because we got lots to show. Well, thank you so much, Rebecca, and good luck with TennoCon on July 6th. Thank you. Okay, now we've seen some amazing stuff today, but nothing quite so gloriously strange as our next game. Developed by Brooklyn-based studio Feral Cat Den, it's an existential-based jazz odyssey set during the Big Bang. Yeah, it's actually blown my mind learning about this one. Buckle up, everyone, because we're about to get bonkers with Genesis Noir.
What?
I don't know about this game.
This is motherfucker too esoteric.
Again, nobody's buying this shit.
Most of these PC games I've seen so far have been like a.
I know.
What?
Snooze fucking fest.
There's some good ones.
I said most. I said some. There's some in there who's good, but the rest of them are like kind of what, like Dave said.
Right. Snore fucking fest.
Exactly.
I mean, nobody's buying this fucking MC Escher ass painting ass fucking game.
Motherfuckers, some uncultured ass gamers though. Man.
Hey
I
man,
was
listen.
like, if it ain't bloody.
I'm just looking at the game, right? And I don't see me playing Genesis Noir with lines and a fucking thing in the middle.
He's like, if you can't see every blade of grass, it's trash.
On the
no, it's just that it's totally not shit I would ever fucking play.
You might as well get some knee pads because you're a graphics whore.
Let's take a look at this gorgeous
Did you play that?
Yes.
What that fucking noir fucking bullshit?
I would.
No.
Her games are more than graphics.
But even if they don't have graphics, you have to have a fucking decent game.
Have you played it?
They're giving away the
I'm not going to play it.
I'm asking you a question. You said you're saying that it's not decent. Have you played it?
It looks like fucking people sliding through.
Answer my question or perish. Have you played it?
I have not fucking played it, and nor will I ever fucking play it.
I know your brother wouldn't play it either, Dave.
He's gonna buy that fucking esoteric ass bullshit. I'm not trying to get it.
He's over trying to think he's not exposed. I know he wouldn't play that.
I would play it. Y'all motherfuckers just some meatheads, man.
I mean, even like this one, right? This one's got better graphics than that fucking Noir game. But guess what? But guess what?
You see how you see how he said he went to graphics? Come on.
Listen,
I said this one looks like it has a story, so I go for
I just said it. I said
then graphics.
Right. Listen, I said this. Yes, this game's got better graphics than the one. Guess what? I'm not playing this shit either. It's not about graphics.
Right.
El Hijo, once again, is the title of.
They don't have a gun or a sword. It's trash. I get it.
For our final guest tonight, please join me in welcoming from Larian Studios CEO.
I know it sounds like an Asian hoe.
from
Exactly,
Dungeons
yo,
and Dragons
gotta
at
give
Wizards of the
an
Coast, the
LEO.
creative director of Dungeons and Dragons,
LEO.
Mike Merles, to talk
Only
about
long time.
Baldur's Gate 3.
All right, can we get some hashtag shut the fuck ups in the chat?
Now, this was only just recently announced. How did this
I'll give you
partnership
cream
come
some
about?
guy.
Oh, wow.
Wizards of the Coast at the end of Divinity Original Sin 1.
Yeah.
That was back in
Big Mike.
2014. And I convinced them back then
Big
that
Mike.
they should give us the Baldur's Gate 3
What's up?
You know what's happening, right?
And so but we had
What's
a little
up, fam?
chat
Tell
about
me.
and then we kept on bumping into each other. And then suddenly in 2016, I get a phone call from Nathan Stewart, who's
Let's
the
ask the chat. Yo, Lamont, since you're still hanging around,
you need to come to
would
Seattle right away.
would you play Genesis
We're gonna have
Noir
dinner in a very
or
shady
El
restaurant.
Hijo?
And he had this big stack of paper with him. And on
If
it
he
was
says
Baldur's
yes,
Gate
we're
3.
kicking him out of the chat.
No, we're not. Lamont's cultured. He's a cultured individual.
Do it.
It doesn't just have to have guns and demons in it. It can be something different.
What does the franchise mean to you, Mike?
I don't think
To
Lamont
me,
played
it's the
either.
crown jewel of D&D computer games, right? I mean,
No, he's cultured. He would.
Baldur's Gate, the original one, was finally I had the chance
cultured,
to
he
play a
would.
D&D campaign rather than having to run them.
Shut the fuck up, David.
So it just means so much to us. Baldur's Gate is, such fantastic storytelling.
Put you out, you son of a
It's
bitch.
so exciting to see it come, not only new generation of gamers, but for the gamers who remember
branded
the 3 years it's been.
Hell yeah,
and
hashtag
for
son of a
individual
bitch.
in the series. So it's incredibly exciting. And for us, it really is such an important part of the ethos as a whole.
And we got a chance to see the trailer. Talk to me about some of the story elements, the world elements. What are things we're going to see in Baldur's Gate 3?
Well, we're only talking about what's in the trailer right now, but...
Baldur's Gate, fuck you. You can't show us gameplay,
start
you
outside the
fucks.
city, actually. There's going to be mind flayers. They're very nasty. You are seeing in the trailer the process of ceremorphosis, as we would call it. It's accelerated, so that's not normal.
Yeah.
And you're going to see a lot of iconic creatures, iconic characters, iconic places, and that's as far as we go.
I'm curious about some of the gameplay elements because obviously, there's just been a big resurgence of Dungeons and Dragons, tons of broadcasts on Twitch. I mean, how do you translate some of the insane things that players want to do into, what has to be a structured computer game?
So we started with the player handbook, which is basically the basic rule set of Dungeons & Dragons.
Which player handbook? Which edition?
5th edition.
Yeah.
And so we ported as much as we could to the video game. We looked at what works really well. We looked at the things that didn't work that well because it is a video game and this was made for tabletop gaming. And so we started modifying those things, and then we had to add things on top of it because if you play tabletop, you have a game master, and you say, "Well, I want to do."
We
this.
get it. You had to develop the game. Okay.
Like, okay, roll for dexterity.
Exactly. That's it.
Like, I
So
mean,
we had to add systems to make that possible within the game. We've gone very, very far.
Yeah, I mean, can you give an example of like a crazy moment that a player might do that you could actually play out in the game?
Well, I could, let's say that we get into a fight because you ask a nasty question, I don't want to answer it. And I take the chair over there, I put it on fire, smash it on your head.
Oh shit! Oh god, man!
These are things that we have to put systems into the game for to do it, which are not necessarily going to be described inside of the game.
Interesting. And I mean, like, Mike, in terms of your role, speaking to Larry in studio.
Best RPG of the last 10 years, Skyrim, hands down. Well, no, Witcher 3. I'm thinking Witcher 3.
Well, really what it comes down to is providing the story.
Of the last 10 years? Witcher 3.
Of D&D. It's like a...
If not Witcher 3, it's going to be Cyberpunk.
Go into and build their own stories. So working with Larry and working with Ben, a lot of it was just opening up that toy box and sharing it. And giving that kind of guidance, like I remember one of our first meetings, we just laid out a map of Baldur's Gate and the Sword Coast and asking a lot of questions like, what kind of story do we want to tell? Where do we want to go? What are the cool locations we've always wanted to put into a game like this? And then in terms of the system support, what does it mean in terms of the story for each character, for each character race, each character class, so that if you have your favorite class and it's in the game, you really feel like you're taking on that role that you love so much from the tabletop. It's really coming to life in an authentic way in Baldur's Gate 3.
And we're going to talk in a moment about Baldur's Gate 3 release dates and whatnot, but we have a second game that we want to talk about on a new technology known as pencil and paper. I understand that there is a tabletop prequel coming for Baldur's Gate.
Exactly. So in Baldur's Gate, we think there's one saga, all the different games coming together to tell one story of the city. So on September 17th, we're releasing our next tabletop campaign, Baldur's Gate: Descent into Avernus. And it is the next chapter in the
don't bring David into your garbage. I know what you're about to do right now. I feel you. Don't bring him into it.
That's some cultured stuff right there. Pencil and
This will give you a
paper.
chance to check in on the city, to see what's going on, the state, who
Here we go.
the shakers are. We also feature a complete list that takes the main streets of Baldur's Gate to the depths of hell itself. And to pose the players a question: do you want to redeem Baldur's Gate or send it to damnation? So
No, that's
David.
uncultured.
Well, I have to ask.
You said that's uncultured.
Oh, shit.
We've been waiting for it for a long time.
They said that.
We don't. This is the game that we want to play, so we want to make sure it's really good. And when that's the case, then we'll release it.
We have a double death.
Waiting a long time.
Oh, no!
For a lot of people here, when I say take your time, if the Divinity or
Danny!
the games are any indication of the quality,
Danny!
it's going to be.
We'll do the
fantastic.
punishment
We're
right after the
gentlemen,
show.
Thanks so much for joining me on stage.
No!
Look.
Goodbye, guys.
I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Just
The
kidding.
PC Gaming Show has officially concluded.
David had a motherfucker. This dude shit on himself when he heard punishment.
Frankie Ward, come here, Frankie.
Hello. Well, thank you so much, Sean. Hasn't this audience been absolutely fantastic?
That motherfucker started looking at his surroundings. He was like, no, I can't do
Thank you
it.
so much for coming out to the 5th annual PC Gaming Show. We want to give an enormous thanks to all of you who tuned in live. We want to, of course, thank
I'm
all
about
of
to
you
get
who
back to
personally
work.
showed up
I'm about
this
to go
morning,
back to
and
work.
of course the sponsors who helped make this possible: Epic Game Store, iWin, Frontier, Funcom, Paradox Interactive, Hovercast, Perfect World, Rebellion, Tripwire, and Samsung. As you know, PC Gaming is a platform. It's not a publisher or developer, so the sponsors are essential for letting us
We
get
made
on
it.
this show every year. Thank you so much. And I gotta ask Frank, any titles you're excited about?
Well, I do love a baby elephant, so definitely Planet Zoo, and slightly more awkwardly, then I also want to eat things, maybe elephants included, so man-eater, of course.
I'm personally looking forward to Songs of Conquest. As you heard, there's games coming out all across
Man-eater, because that's what I bloody am.
Fantastic E3, it officially begins tomorrow. Big shout out to all the other press conferences. Hello again, Drop Frames. Good to see you 2 years in a row. We hope you all
Next
have
is
a
Ubisoft.
fantastic time at E3 and go
Ubisoft
play
is 4 o'clock, and we're going to Cool Cat Cherry, so yeah.
Calm down. Calm your titties down.
Hold on.
You first.
All right, hold on. All right, so let's check out this shit that Big Mike is talking about, because I think he's trolling right now.
I'm not trolling anything. The
I
whole
think you
internet's
are,
talking
dude.
about it.
I think you are, dude.
Well, you posted in Discord?
Okay, you said what time?
1 hour, 51 minutes.
1 hour, 51 minutes. All right.
Right.
I think this is garbage.
It's not garbage. We didn't hear it because we were talking over the thing.
All right. Let's see. Dude, if it's some garbage, you literally will be spinning a wheel. So let's see.
One of the things that gamers and developers are incredibly excited about is reducing load times.
I'm an RPG gamer, and so like loading screens are a thing. You're sitting there in the.
There goes.
Oh, you got sound?
Yeah, I do.
First, playing their game. Hold on, what? You said 151?
That you don't have those pauses.
This generation is going to be a bigger leap than any generation we've done before.
At the heart of our next generation console is our custom design processor, leveraging the latest Zen 2 and Navi technology from our partners at AMD.
Right here?
Yeah, just leave it right there where you're playing it right now while we're listening.
All right.
From a pure processing perspective, this is 4 times more powerful than the Xbox One X. We're leveraging high bandwidth GDDR6 to ensure that we're getting the best performance possible.
It's going to usher in resolution and frame rates that we've never seen before. Like, never seen before.
We're looking at frame rates up to 120 frames per second.
8K capability, variable refresh rate.
Next gen ray tracing. It's real time because it's hardware accelerated for the first time ever.
What I'm personally most excited about is the SSD.
We've created a new generation of SSDs. We're actually using the SSD as virtual RAM.
We're seeing more than 40 times performance increases over the current generation.
The combination of the SoC and the solid-state drive are really what gives you a totally new experience.
Now we can take all of that power and apply it back into the scene, so we can actually generate more life in that world and bring it to the gamer in a seamless way.
So that then you're fully experiencing what the game developer wants you to experience.
When you can move through worlds without waiting for screens to load, that speed, that performance is what the next generation is about.
This is the most immersive console experience ever.
What we really want to do is give developers the power to build the game they've always envisioned.
We have hundreds of people across both our first-party studios as well as our third-party studios working on those next-generation experiences today.
There's an amazing commitment to content at Xbox Game Studios. There's 13 studios, 7 in the last year. That's a big family.
At 343, for us, it's always about more seamless worlds. With the next generation, we can bring the world to life in a way we've never experienced Halo before.
We're delivering 4 generations of content better than you've ever seen them before.
This console is especially awesome for Game Pass members. With the faster load times, you're going to be able to experience all the games within just a snap of your fingers.
We're giving gamers the option to connect across devices and across platforms in a way that we never were able to before.
This isn't just a console launch. This is about the future of gaming.
Your games, your achievements, your progression, your accessories, your console gaming experience with Xbox, it all comes forward with Scarlet.
Okay. What the fuck am I looking for, Big Mike? Because you're about to catch this wheel.
Just push play. It's about to happen right now.
All right.
It eats monsters for breakfast.
Big Mike.
Michael.
Big
You're an
Mike.
idiot.
Big Mike.
Really?
Big Mike.
No. That's what their catchphrase is. They'll eat monsters for breakfast.
Big Mike.
What? I want to know your opinion on this.
We already talked about it. Oh my God! Did you have me go through? We already talked about that shit earlier in the fucking show.
You said I was fooling you.
Oh, dude, check this out.
My God.
You said I was trolling you.
Dave just left.
Here's this is what's going to happen. So let's get this out the way. Let's go ahead and let's do this.
Mike was trolling Danny the whole time.
I swear to God, we talked literally about this
Michael lost all his
earlier.
lives.
I didn't lose any lives.
Oh yeah.
What the fuck was it? What was it? What were we looking at?
We're looking at a spin of the wheel. That's what we're looking at right now. Oh
I'm
yeah.
not spinning the wheel. I didn't troll you at all. I gave you factual information. You're like, when I told you.
No, Big Mike, you failed. This is where you, because first of all, we talked about it. We talked about it already earlier in the show. I never said you were trolling me. I said they are lying about killing the beast. I didn't say you. Here we go. So this is what we're gonna do.
I just want you to hear. I want you to hear it for yourself.
I already heard it. Didn't you hear me say? So this is why. This is why.
You must have broke up or something.
Oh.
Oh, here we
So
go.
now we're blaming it on technical difficulties.
Because you're breaking up now.
Oh.
Because you're cutting in and out right now.
I'm cutting in and out. Okay. Well, let's spin the wheel. And once we spin it.
Why is it saying like Ubisoft Live at E3 in like 4 minutes?
You said what?
Like it says Ubisoft Live at E3 in like 3 almost 3 minutes.
4 minutes. It's at 4 p.m. Brandon. Sit down. You're drunk.
Yeah, it's at 4 p.m. EST. Right, you're tripping.
Yeah, you gotta lay off that blunt there, dude.
Right.
Oh shit.
Michael.
But here's let's do.
You always like that. Piss me off, don't you?
Let's.
Okay, Brandon. He's about to spin the wheel. He's about to spin the wheel, Brandon.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
I can't do anything much because I'm at my sister's house.
Oh well, we'll do it when you can. So let's see what your punishment is. So let's spin it.
No shit.
If it's singing or something, I'll sing. I don't give a fuck.
Dance and
Oh,
sing.
that's exactly what it is. It's dance and sing.
We'll cut the dance up, but I'll sing.
No, what we'll do is we'll hold it until you can. So just know.
Until you get home.
Right. Until you get home. So once you get home, we'll go ahead and do the punishment. And then, that'll give you folks something to look forward to.
So tonight, before Square Enix goes on, Michael will do his.
Right before Square Enix, we'll get Big Mike's punishment. Then we'll cover Square Enix, and then that'll be the platform's finale. But in an hour we will be doing Ubisoft. So, and that will be Cool Cat Terry. She's hosting that one, so we're gonna invade her channel. And then for those of you who will miss, if you can't make it live, we will re-upload it to the channel, so you can check out our reactions to Ubisoft if you miss it. So
Is it just Terry's Twitch channel?
Yeah, her Twitch channel. So twitch.tv/coolcat_Terry TERRI. So and
I think I have her. I think I have her already on Twitch. I think.
Yeah. You do. So, and like I said, her links are also below. So if you go to the description of the video, you'll also get. That's at 4:00. Yep. So we got about 45 minutes of kind of like a break, and then we usually go live about 30 minutes before. So we'll get with Terry 30 minutes before. And then we're gonna be doing the damn thing. So so and Big Mike's punishment later. So keep that in mind. All right, guys. We will catch you guys at Cool Cat Terry's channel, and then Square Enix will finish it up here on the platform. And we will see you guys in a few minutes. So take it easy, stretch them legs out, get something to drink. Something to smoke. I don't know what you guys do, but do that, and we'll be right back. All right, everybody. Peace out. See you in a minute.
Damn, he's leaving already.